a lot to talk about, and let's just start at the beginning.
Let's fucking go.
So, collision. I didn't. So I knew something was happening. I didn't see this coming. So they do the thing where they show everybody coming into the show. They show everybody coming into the building. They show Harley Cameron. They show Bandito. They show Chris Jericho. Then they show Tony Storm. So she's walking, and then all of a sudden, she just gets wow. Just all you just see is she goes down, and just somebody just with a white shirt just ramming her head continuously into the bricks. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then, like you say, it's Mariah May, and she just starts whooping her ass. She whoops her ass. She whoops her ass. Then she drags her out into the crowd. I mean, not in the crowd, into the front of the crowd. Beats the shit out of her again. Just starts whooping her ass some more. Whoops her ass while she's on. Then she hits her with the fucking pile driver on the stage. And somebody, I don't remember which commentator goes, that's all concrete under there. I'm like, dude, that's not concrete. It's a fucking stage. And then
That made me laugh.
she kept beating her ass. Then she wanted a close up. She's like, give me a close up, give me a spotlight. They give her a spotlight. She said, I loved you. She was like, this didn't have to be this way. This didn't have to be this way. It's like, but you know what? At Revolution, we're gonna bring this to a Hollywood end. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I want to see that match.
Hell yeah.
Because I feel like it's either gonna be one a street fight or like a last woman standing. It's gonna be one of those two.
I'm gonna go with last woman standing. Like it feels like it's going that route.
I hope so, because this is the third match between the two of them, which means this is the last match. This means the match is over. So it means the series is over. Whoever wins this wins this.
Yeah,
I'm
it has to be a stipulation.
yeah, and I'm not because they actually said like when they talked about the match later on Revolution, they said Mariah May versus Tony Storm in a Hollywood End match. I was like, oh, okay, well, okay. But like, I'm not just saying this. I'm not saying this. I feel like Mariah May should win. I'm sorry. I feel like Mariah May should win. She should beat the shit out of Tony and she should win. I don't know if somebody's like, well, we already went there. Yeah, we already went there with her and Tony. Tony's the first four-time AEW champion. Like, I really want I want Mariah to have the title. Like, she's entertaining as shit. Even though like everything was like building back up to Tony, she's entertaining as shit. So like her with a whole nother opponent and we don't have to worry about her going after Tony, it would be perfectly cool.
Yeah, it's fine. In fact, when Tony won it, you actually thought it was gonna go that route anyway on the episode we reviewed it. So, not
Yeah,
surprised.
yeah, because I'm all for it. So I hope it goes with Mariah May beating Tony.
Yeah.
So then we had an Okada interview, and apparently Buddy Matthews fucked up his leg in that match. And Okada said, that's what I do. I put bitches down. And I was like, you know, that works because he's a hell of a hound and he's a bitch because, that's what they call female dogs. So it's like, that makes sense. It works. I liked
Perfect
it. I
sense.
like the metaphor.
Yeah.
So then we had the first match on Collision, and it was Peace Mortos versus Hologram.
Like,
So
I don't know how you feel about hologram, yo. Like, they make such a big deal out of him, and I'd be so disappointed watching his matches. I love Beast. Beast carried this match, in my opinion.
I mean, Beast always carries matches, but Hologram just like I don't get it. And I know somebody's gonna be like, "Well, he's good." No, he is
Too.
good, but
Ooh.
I don't get it. He's good in Mexico. Aramis was good in Mexico. Here is just like I'm not getting it. And like when the people start cheering, like, "Oh yeah, woo!" I'm like, there's like 12 other luchadors that do way better shit. What are you cheering for?
He's overrated, in my opinion.
I agree, but like fucking what is the guy? Commander is like way better than him, and it's like
1,000%.
Like I don't get what like everybody is hyped for Aramis. Like I mean not Aramis, hologram. I fucked
I
it
mean,
up.
that was his old name, so okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So then after the match, because hologram gets the win because he's still undefeated. So Beast is beating him down, which this came off really fucked up if you think about it. So Beast is attacking hologram. Then all of a sudden, Commander came out and had hologram, and they beat the shit out of Beast, and it's like y'all know y'all the faces, right? Y'all not supposed to be doing this.
Basically.
Like it was fucked up. Like they just jumped this guy. I was like, oh, okay.
Also, Beast is supposed to have a group of his own. Where the hell was his people at?
I don't know. They literally had them in a promo before this, and he just totally just said nothing. So here's the thing: we get a promo for Speedball Mike Bailey, who is signed with AEW. Here's the thing: Speedball's been signed since last year. He's been signed since last year, and we've been waiting for him. We thought he was going to debut in the Continental Classic. We thought he was going to debut here or there, and they just debuted him on a random collision. Said, "Hey, Speedball Mike Bailey signed to AEW." It's like, okay,
Aren't you excited?
dude. Like it felt so flat. Like Speedball is like a really good wrestler, and like he has like great matches, and they just go, "Yeah, Speedball Mike Bailey signed to AEW," and they show like this quick video package, and it's like, dog, like I mean, people to be like, "Well, you guys complained about video packages." Yeah, no, we have complained about video package, but like I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna sound like I'm going against what I like think is, but it's Collision. Nobody watches Collision. Like we've been raving about how Collision is like one of the best fucking shows, and
Hmm.
people don't watch Collision every week, so nobody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I was watching Collision, and they said Mike Bailey's gonna be there," and it's like, why didn't you just do this on Dynamite?
It would have worked. Like, what the hell?
Like I just didn't like I didn't appreciate it because it just was on a random Collision. And it's like if you would have did it on a random Dynamite, everybody would been like, "Oh shit, Mike Bailey's coming in. Mike Bailey's coming in." Like the 300,000 people that watch this Collision was like, "Oh shit, Mike Bailey's coming in." The rest of the AEW universe is like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't see that on Dynamite." And it's like it was on Collision, yeah, but I don't really watch Collision. I go out on the weekends. It's like, yeah, but it. Never mind. Fuck it.
No, but you'd be surprised how many people actually say that they don't watch Collision. They're big AEW fans, but they don't watch Collision.
Yeah, I don't get that. I'm like, how are you like a big fan of? Because like I hear that when people talk about NXT too, and it's like, how are you not what
Uh-huh.
like you're like a huge WWE fan, but you don't watch NXT. You're a huge AEW fan, but you don't watch Collision. It's like I don't get it. Like watch
Same.
wrestling, and then some people always come up with this random ass excuse like, "Oh, it's because we have lives outside. We don't have time to do wrestling like that." It's like, dog, I have a life and I figure out times to cram in wrestling. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, what are you talking about? It's not that hard. It's like really easy.
I just started a second job and I still have fucking time to watch it. So
It's like, dog, it's like it's so fucking easy. It's like really
yeah,
fucking easy to do this. It's like I don't understand. Like you're doing like you could do a million things and like even though wrestling is like 2, 3 hours, you can squeeze it in if you find a way to get it in digestible bites. And you're like, oh, I got it. I watched it. And that's it. It's easy.
you could have it in the background, just keep an eye on it.
It's literally something that you can just watch and it's like, come on, like I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But back to the show. Then we get Harley Cameron, and she comes out, and everybody still loves Harley Cameron because she's still over. And she's basically said she did this whole promo, and it cracked me the fuck up because it was so fucking random. Because she talks about this little girl growing up in Australia and wanting to be a wrestler, this blonde haired little girl, and this was her hopes and dream. And that was my next door neighbor. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, it was so good because like she hyped it up. Everybody was like, yeah. And then when she said it, Lexi, who was interviewed, was like, the fuck? And then she said, I stole her dream and I'm gonna carry it on. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
That shit
Dude,
was fucking crazy. Like I almost died laughing.
dude, she is so fucking comical. Like I said before, like she has everything. Once she gets to in ring, she will be fucking unstoppable.
Yeah.
Because Harley Cameron has it all. I love it. I love it. So then we had Gabe Kidd versus Butcher.
You was about to say Blade, weren't you?
Dude, I haven't seen Blade in a long time either, but I have no fucking idea. Like, they brought Butcher back to get his ass beat by Gabe Kidd. Then, while Gabe Kidd is beating Butcher's ass, fucking Don Callis is watching on. And I'm like immediately pissed because I love Gabe Kidd and I love him in New Japan. And I do not want to see him get sucked into AEW for one, and two, get sucked into the Don Callis vortex. And the thing about this whole Gabe Kidd situation is really pissing me off and deep down inside that I'm angry about is his whole thing when he was against Kenny Omega was, I'm a New Japan guy. I'm here for the company. I love New Japan. I represent us. This is us. Kenny's a foreign agent coming in to take us on. Fuck that. I'm for us. And even after that, like everybody was like, "Yeah, we fucking love you. Like you're one of us." And then he shows up on AEW Collision, and it's like,
Bye, bye, guys.
yeah, it's like he's still signed with New Japan, but it still feels like it feels hollow to me because it's like everything you did to build up your character in New Japan, you just decide, "Hey, I'm gonna work on Collision," and somebody's like, "Well, it's about the money." It's like you can do this for the money, but the credibility you got in New Japan is literally shot right now. Because like
Yeah.
the fans are not going to go to you with the reception that they had for you over these last couple of months. Like, you're one of our guys. You're not going over there. You're staying home. This is us. This is home. And then you show up on AEW's program and they're like, I thought this was us, but now you're going over there. Okay, like they're not going to have the same reception that they had before. And like that's what's pissing me off. Is like you built up this credibility and then you just threw it away on this random collision. It's like, all right,
Everything he said is null and void, basically.
yeah, it's like it pisses me off.
Yeah, I get you.
So then we had Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher talking about fighting Will Ospreay in the cage, and Fletcher said he's going to take everything from Will. He's finally going to end this in the cage match, and I'm like, dude, I'm almost 100% sure Will Ospreay is beating you in that cage match. I'm sorry.
Yep, yep. I have no doubt.
Yeah. So then we had Julia Hart versus Queen Aminata, and this match was good. The only thing was the ending. And it was weird because like Julia Hart put on the abdominal stretch with the leg around the other leg, and she's stretching Aminata, and all of a sudden the ref goes, ring the bell. And I'm like, what happened? And then he goes, oh, she tapped out. I was like, what? Even Julia for a second was like kind of confused. She's like, wait, what? And apparently she tapped out because I rewinded it back and was like, oh, she did tap out.
Okay, good, because I didn't see that shit. Like I was confused myself.
Yeah, it came across weird because like the way that the camera was angled, you didn't see the tap out. But when like they brought out the camera like and showed the replay, she did tap out. Like she was tapping and the ref saw her. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Okay, cool.
So then we had the murder machines, and they murdered two guys. I don't mean they murdered two guys as in like they beat them up in the ring. They murdered them before they got out to the ring, then killed them further in the ring, and murdered them for like 10 minutes extra. I don't mean just like fucking around. They literally kept killing me. These guys were dead and they just were beating the bodies. This was this was horrible. They were doing shit like both of them were dead. They just kept doing shit. They started doing tag moves to these guys and they're not even on their feet. They murdered the shit out of these two guys.
Like a machine.
Yes. And then they called out the Hurt Locker Business Syndicate, and they came out and they said, "Hey, listen, y'all want the tag titles? Y'all just beat some random team. How about you beat somebody good? How about we set up a match where you beat somebody good, and then maybe we'll give you a tag team title shot." So
I actually think this
that
match is
sets
gonna
up
be
the match.
good.
Listen,
Mhm.
I that sets up the match for Dynamite, and then after that, they're going to Revolution. But this match, like, to be honest, I don't get it.
Okay.
And wait, no, no. Here's what I don't get about it.
Mhm.
You're putting them against who you're putting them against, and it's like those guys are gonna die because we're gonna tell you in a few minutes who they are. But they're gonna die, and it's like I just want you to. You should have just announced the match because these guys are gonna die.
Maybe that's the point. They want him to die.
I guess so. So then we had a promo that like I saw on social media the first part of the promo, and the first part of the promo made this part of the promo suck because it's Leo Rush and Action Andretti, and they're talking, and they're in a car, they're driving around in a car, and they're talking about how they are cool and how they are like a tag team. So they start running off all of these tag team names they could be, and it was like at least four of them that I'm like, oh my god, you guys should use that. Oh my gosh, you should use that. You should use that one. Oh, you should use that one. So at the end of it was like the guy goes, yeah, you guys are a too cool crew, and they was like they looked at each other, and I was like, that's not even that's not even something cool. So then they cut this promo on fucking Collision, and they go, we're just crew, and it's like that's what you landed on, crew? Like all these other fucking cool ass names. And you landed on crew? That's it? Okay.
Okay, okay. I have something for you. Don't ever complain about another name, like lame name I make up ever again. Cause that's as dumb as it gets.
That is the worst fucking thing. It's the crew? My God.
You gotta admit, the dumb shit I make, even my shit be better than that.
Yes, yes. This is like there's a tag team we're gonna talk about later. There's not even a real tag team, they're a makeshift tag team with a better name than the crew. Jesus Christ. I was like, that's what you landed. I was just so baffled. So they went from that to Thunder Rosa and Chris Statlander. And Chris is like, yo, thanks for helping me, but like, I kind of got this. And like, Thunder was like, yeah, whatever. Like, that was very confusing.
That looked awkward.
Yeah, everything about that was awkward, but I was like, all right, whatever. So then we had the MWO, the Death Riders, versus Daniel Garcia and 2.0 for the Trios title. And the MWO wins. They win. They beat Dan Garcia at 2.0. So after the match, they're beating them down. Then all of a sudden, here comes Undisputed Era, Kingdom, whatever they are. Who cares? They
The
come out to
kingdom.
help. Whatever. They come out to help. They run off the MWO. Fucking Neville is still in the ring, or Pac, whatever his name is. This is how bad I feel about this situation. I don't give a shit. But
Fuck everybody.
Pac's in the ring, and then Edge comes in and concertos him. And apparently they goes, he caught one of them and he took him out because he literally said he's going to take out each member of the MWO to
Oh
get the
yeah.
mock. And he takes out Neville, and I'm just like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. And I know people are like, yeah, it does make any sense. Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense because the story going into Revolution is we have the Undisputed Kingdom, we have Daniel Garcia at 2.0 and MWO, and a triple threat for the Trios title at Revolution. So what's the point?
There's no point.
It is none. And oh, by the way, guys, Daniel Garcia has a TNT title. by the way. Just letting you know if that exists.
Yeah, they forgot all about that.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know where this is going. Like I said, I know where this is going, but I don't know why this is going the way it's going. It is what it is. So then we get the vendetta. And the vendetta is talking about Harley Cameron. And Deanna Praza goes, yeah, you gotta win, but you didn't beat the vendetta because you didn't beat me. So Harley Cameron, me versus you on Dynamite.
Okay. I laugh at when she beats her.
No, that's exactly what's gonna happen. She's gonna beat her. So then we got my favorite person in the world, Platinum Max Caster, best wrestler in the world.
What the fuck?
He's my favorite person. He comes out for an open challenge, and Brody King destroys him in 3 seconds.
I wasn't aware he has not won a match since he's separated with Claim.
Dude, ever since he started calling himself the best wrestler in the world, he has never won a match, and
Yeah.
that's the gimmick. So then we get the Outrunners, and the Outrunners are like getting interviewed by Lex Nair, and they see the Hurt Locker Syndicate business, and they say, "Hey, we should get a tag title thing." So MVP says, "I got good news for you and bad news for you. Good news is if you beat the Murder Machines, you get a title shot at us. Bad news, if you beat them, you get a title shot at us." And they walk away, and the Outrunners go, "Dude, we're in a win-win situation." And I was like, there's no win there. There's all loss.
They're gonna die or get hurt.
Yes. That shit was that shit was so funny. He's like, yeah, we're in a win-win situation. I'm like, you're gonna die. So then we have the Burning P, Chris Jericho versus Bandito.
Wow.
And this was for the Ring of Honor title on Collision. Bandito goes for the finish, which is his 21 plex. But Jericho rolled him up and got the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that it was a roll up.
Me neither. It was like the most randomest shit. Like he hit him with the 21 plex. I was like, oh, okay, Jericho's gonna counter it. He's gonna hit him with something. He's gonna do something else. He's gonna do like the code breaker. He's gonna do the walls of Jericho. He's gonna do something. Roll up from the 21 plex. That was it. And I'm like, that's how we're gonna do this.
I guess so.
I was so fucking baffled. I was like, that's how we're gonna do this. That's the finish. Okay, sure. Bet. Oh, okay. All
For
right.
all that, they should have
That's
done
all
a
I can
fuck
say. It was
finish.
like that's all I can say. It was like, all right, okay, sure. But
For all
that
that,
was
they should have just
collision
done a fuck finish and like just have Bandito win by DQ or something.
or something. But fuck it, man. Whatever.
Hmm.
So that was collision. Now we go over to SmackDown, and it started out with people walking out like they normally do, and Cody is walking, and Nick Aldis goes, "Cody, I gotta stop you right there." And he's like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, you know that 6 man that you were supposed to be in later on?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, no." He's like, "You're out." He's like, "Well, why'd you take me out?" He was like, "Yeah, it wasn't my call." He was like, "Well, whose call was it?" He was like, "It's above my pay grade, Cody." And he's like, "Well, who do we talk to?" He was like, "No, no, no. You don't get it, Cody. It's way above my pay grade." He's like, "What do you mean?" "It came from the final boss. He wants to talk to you, Cody." And Cody was like, "Oh." Then he just stood there for a while. I was like, "Oh." That's all he did was just stand there. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, what else can you do when like the legit boss wants to talk to you? You know what I mean? Like he is the boss of the company.
Yes. So then we had Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre comes out, and Jim Uso does his walk and talk promo to the ring, and the middle of the match, Renegade texts me something, and he goes, "Wouldn't it be funny if Jim beats Drew?" And
Yeah.
I literally text him back, was like, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said too.
And Jim Uso did beat Drew. He beat Drew.
That it made me laugh. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I went there. Oh, okay. Good for Jim.
Yes. And the funny part about it is like I kind of like if I was Jim, I wish I would have lost that match because Drew beat the dog shit out of him afterwards.
Yeah.
Like Drew destroyed him. He destroyed him for for 20 minutes. They even took Drew to the back. He ran back in the ring just to Claymore kick the shit out of Jimmy.
Not
Yeah.
even a regular Claymore kick. Like, he ran for a minute for that shit.
Yes, he fucked him up. Like I said, if I was Jimmy, I would have just totally just been like, man, fuck it, I'm done.
So are they eventually gonna push him? Jimmy, that is?
Yeah, I told you what the plan is for WrestleMania. Him winning the U.S.
Oh
title and
yeah.
probably winning the world title. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. You did say that. True.
So then we had Solo pull up, and Solo talks to Tama and Jacob. He's like, "Yeah, we got that match later on." And Solo was like, "Okay, you and you and Tama are gonna be in this match. And y'all gonna have a tag match." And Jacob's like, "Nah, man, it's gonna be me and you. We gonna be in this tag match." He's like, "After what happened last week, he's like, you gotta prove yourself." And Solo was like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking." He's like, "You know what, Jacob? I love you." And every time he says that, I'm like, he's gonna get fucking murdered by Jacob.
Notice he hasn't said it back.
Exactly. I can't wait for this to blow up and he beats the shit out of him and they had this big ass fight. Because
Gonna be a huge pop when he says, "I hate you."
yes. So then we get this backstage with Miz, Mello, and Truth. And Truth says that they're gonna have a tag team match later on. And Miz says it again. He's like, "Yeah, because we're Mellow, don't Miz." Dude, that's better than the crew. Even though it's
It,
shitty, it's better
yeah,
than the crew.
it's 1,000% better than the crew. Because at least makes you laugh. The crew is just like, okay,
Yeah,
Miller
it's
on
like
Miz is funny.
that's fucking hilarious. Like I like that. Like that, I'm okay with. The crew is no, can't get behind it.
Miller
So
on Miz to me is like on the same league as the Wolf Dogs, where it makes no goddamn sense, but you want it. Because I want it now.
exactly, exactly. So we get the Zelina Vega promo, and Zelina's talking about how she's won tag team championships, the Queen of the Ring, and now she wants more. And so when she did this promo, I'm like, okay, I hope they're finally going to push her and do something with her. But I'm just kind of weary about it. I'm kind of weary.
Surprised they gave her a promo instead of like automatically putting her with Andrade.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't, but I want to see what they're going to do with her solo. I
Yeah.
want to see.
Hmm.
And this was so good. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I've never fucking laughed so hard for something that happened in wrestling. Like, I literally fucking, I was crying laughing. How hard did, because this was so fucking funny. Like, it was so fucking funny. It made all the sense in the world, but it was so fucking funny with the delivery. Oh my god, I almost like I just not even almost. I did cry from laughing because I was laughing so fucking hard. So Mellow Don't Miss comes out, and then R Truth comes out because they're waiting for R Truth's partner. And R Truth goes, I got a Louisiana native, somebody from Louisiana, and he's gonna be my tag team partner. And I'm just wrecking my brain, trying to figure out who the fuck it can be.
I
And
thought it
then
was
he
Ricky.
like I kind of like a small, tiny thing was like it could be Ricky, very small.
Yeah.
But when he said my tag team partner, Louisiana Knight, and I was like, oh my god! And LA Knight came out and was like, dog, I'm not from that LA. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm from. He's like, oh my god, I was crying. This was so dumb.
I just looked at the screen like, what the fuck?
Dude, this was like it was so good. Like Truth is so fucking good at comedy that
Yes.
this was so it was so good. It was so good. So the match ended when Louisiana Knight was on the outside and Nakamura attacked him. The ref didn't see it. Truth was in there by himself, and Mello Don't Miz won the match. And they're both looking at each other, and I'm like, wait a minute, this happened? And then they just like fuck it and start celebrating, but Metal keeps getting in front of Miz trying to take the spotlight.
They're gonna be a team, but it's gonna be an issue.
Yes. And Melo's gonna want the spotlight, and Miz wants the spotlight, then they're gonna finally break up.
Yep.
Like I'm okay for it now. Like last week, I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit about this. I don't want this. This week, I'm like, you know what? I'm all for this. I'm all for this.
Miz is good for like they'll throw something at him and he'll make it work. That's what I like about Miz.
Yep. So then we had Tiffy time. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of things that come across with this Tiffy thing that's like it's weird. And like I'll explain what the weirdness is.
Mhm.
Cause like something happened after the match and it's like this is the second time this just like felt weird. Like it's just like it's either a weird aura or like somebody didn't do something. It just felt weird. So Tiffy's cutting this promo, and she's cutting a promo on Nia and Candice and Charlotte. She's cutting a promo on everybody. So Nia and Candice come out, and it's Candice versus Tiffy. Then Charlotte comes out in the middle of the match and starts doing commentary. So after the match, Nia gets in because Tiffy gets the win. But after the match, Nia gets in. So Nia's beating up Tiffy, and this is going down for like a long beatdown. Then all of a sudden, Trish shows up to help, and it's an awkward beatdown to Trish. They lay her down, and they squish her and Tiffy. Tiffy's on the floor again. Fucking Charlotte walks in. Charlotte points at the WrestleMania sign, and it's like, why does this feel so fucking awkward? Like everything about this feels so fucking awkward.
It did. It did. Like it started with a beatdown to me. That's when it started to feel awkward to me.
It all felt awkward. So then we had Damian Priest talking to Cody, and he's like, "Yo, man," he was like, "Yo, when I win the Elimination Chamber, I'm gonna challenge you for the title, and I'm telling you, like, up front to your face, I'm not gonna hide it. I just want to beat your ass." And Cody's like, "Yeah," he was like, "No, I understand what you're talking about, but like, I hope you win the chamber." He was like, "I'm all for it." He's like, "Yeah, all right." So Braun Strowman Bread comes up, and he starts talking to Priest about them beating down the fucking bloodline. And he's like, yeah, last week I could have had you, but I kind of slipped there. But, I'm glad you won. It wasn't the bloodline guys. And I was like, okay, okay. That's exactly how I felt too. It was like, okay, yeah, sure. Who cares?
I literally did the Elmo meme, like, eh?
Yeah, because like nothing about it. Like I swear to God, at one point, Priest laughed because it was so funny. Because like none of this shit was like it meant anything. It was like, yeah, I don't get it. It was weird. It was fucking weird.
Yep.
I didn't like it. I was not for it. So then we had what did we have? Oh, an elimination chamber thing. Then we had a Naomi and Bianca thing. talking about they're going to beat up Liv later because it's Naomi versus Liv later on. And that's a match that's supposed to happen because it leads up to the tag team title match on Monday, which I 100% think Raquel and Liv are winning.
Same.
So then we had a Alexa Bliss pro, and she is back and she's ready to beat some asses, and she's ready to get down and dirty and nasty, and she's not afraid to get her hands dirty and slippery. It it just was really really disgusting. So then we had Naomi come out. So Naomi comes out with Bianca. They get to the ring. I lie to you not. They get to the ring. Liv just comes out of nowhere, beats her ass. Raquel comes out and beats her ass. They just beat the shit out of Naomi and Bianca, leave them both laying, and then just walk off.
Yep. Match
And it's like,
didn't even
damn,
happen.
like it was weird. Like we know why this was changed because it was changed because of a certain person that we're gonna talk about in a minute, but it was changed. So then Nick Aldis kicks them out the arena, and Chelsea Green comes up and was like, "Okay, me and Piper are ready. We're ready to be put in the elimination chamber. We're ready to do this." And Nick Aldis is like, "What are you talking about? They're not injured and they're not out of the chamber. What do you mean? They're still in the chamber." And she was like, "Oh." She was like, "Well, how are you gonna deny Canada their favorite person?" And Nick Aldis was like, "You're right. I'm not. So next week in Canada, you're going to defend the U.S. title." And he walks off, and she goes, "Wait a minute. Wait. You didn't tell me who my opponent was." She was like, "Are you going to send it an email or a text message, or you're going to put it on a blog or something?" I was like, dude, I legit did not fucking know how good Chelsea Green was until she just like she starts talking. Like
Right.
Chelsea Green is really fucking good. Like I have to give her her flowers because I was like, oh my god, that was so fucking funny.
Her timing is impeccable when it comes to comedy.
It was so good. So then we get the rock music hits, but all of a sudden it switches up to Little Wayne, The Block is Hot. I actually, from just me being a Cash Money person, I thought he was playing Hot Boys, but he was playing The Block is Hot from Little Wayne. So I was like, oh, that's fucking cool because they're in New Orleans. And I immediately knew what half of this promo was about as soon as that happened. I was like, I know. I know exactly what this means. Because this was rumored for like a month of this happening. This wasn't like new. And like I have been meaning to like cover it on the podcast. Was like, yeah, WrestleMania is going to be in New Orleans next week. I've been meaning to cover it, but I just keep forgetting because stuff happens, and I'm like, I forget to cover that. That's one thing that I'm like, I totally fucking forget to cover. He's like, shit, like I fucking forgot. But The Rock gets in the ring. He talks for a minute. Then he announces that. He announces that. Then he says, you know what? I want to talk to Cody Rhodes. He calls out Cody. Cody comes in the ring. He talks about how they became friends and their moms are friends. His daughter went to go see Moana and all of this stuff. Dude, it was really nice. And then he goes, Cody, you know I'm on the board of directors. I own this place. He's like, my best friend is Ariel Manuel, who owns everything. He's like, Ariel, how does it feel to own everything? And he's like, it's just a Tuesday. He's like, so he was like, I run this thing. And then he says, Cody, I want you to be the champion. And Cody's like, I'm already the champion, Rock. He's like, no, I want you to be the champion. And he's like, Rock, I'm the people's champion. He goes, no, I want you to be my champion. And Cody was like, I don't know how to feel about that. And The Rock says, Cody, I want your soul. And then he says, at Elimination Chamber, Cody, I want you to give me your answer. Now, Renegade,
Yep.
I want your reaction. How do you feel? And what are your thoughts about this?
That night, I had no reaction because I was so, as you would say, baffled and confused and whatever. Now reflecting on it, like it gives total Stone Cold Steve Austin, Vince McMahon vibes when Vince wanted him to be his corporate champion type of shit. So it's gonna be in line with that, I do believe. However, like, will it have the same dynamic where Cody's gonna go against him and whatever? I don't know. But those are my thoughts of it. I don't think I like it though, to be honest with you.
Okay. So in the moment, I immediately was like, I don't like it. I was like, I don't like it. Then I thought about it, was like, huh. Then I had some ideas floating around that had me go, huh. Then I had some more ideas floating around that had me go, huh. Like from my automatic thoughts was like, I was thinking just like you with the whole Stone Cold Steve Austin bullshit. I was
Okay.
thinking about that.
Yep.
But when the ideas start getting floated and they start going, this could be, this could be, this could be. And the funny part was like the people that were floating ideas, they floated them in two different directions. It was like, oh, that makes sense. Then they floated in a third direction. It was like, oh, that also makes sense because it was going over to that side. And there was an idea that's straight down the middle that I'm like, I would fucking nut so fucking hard if it went that way. If it just went down the middle, I was like, ooh. So here are the ideas.
Okay.
At Elimination Chamber, Rock says, listen, Cody, I want you to be my guy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, actually, there was a fourth idea, and this is like the fourth idea. I'm going to tell you that. So
Okay.
he goes, Cody, you're my guy, blah, 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 blah. Cody, what's your answer? So Cody says yes in one idea. Cody says yes in one idea. Cody becomes his champion, and they do some fuck shit all the way to WrestleMania. That's one idea.
Okay.
So the other idea that was like, Cody says no. Yes, that's the best idea. That's the best answer. Cody says no. Barack gets mad. Now we still have the Elimination Chamber. The winner gets a shot at Cody.
Yeah.
So people was like, what if the person that wins, like, which is like Drew McIntyre, and he choose and Rock says, hey, you're my guy. And Rock puts everything behind Drew to go against Cody.
Oh. Okay.
So that was the one idea on the left. Then the idea on the right was, what if John Cena wins? And then after the match, Rock challenges John Cena for that title shot and he beats him. And then John Cena is out and The Rock has to face Cody at WrestleMania. That was one. Then the other was, what if John Cena accepts The Rock because he can't get there on his own and then he can't do it, but he accepts The Rock and he becomes Rock's corporate champion and Cena turns heel for the 17th title.
That would be like the biggest one. Yeah.
That would be that biggest one. But here's the one.
Okay.
What if CM Punk wins? CM Punk wins and The Rock comes to him and everybody expects him to go, fuck off, Rock. I don't want to do this. And CM Punk goes, no, no. I want a main event. I haven't got to that main event yet. I've been trying my ass off, and I want to guarantee I win that fucking title. So, Rock, I'm aligning with you. Me and you, we're taking Cody out. And it's like, dude, that one is the sexiest angle because it's heel CM Punk, like the version that everybody would hate. It's like CM Punk going against everything. Like, believe me, like, there's not much CM Punk can do to get the fans turn on him.
Yep.
But if he aligns with The Rock to crush Cody, they're 1000% gonna turn on Punk. They're gonna be like, no, fuck you. We don't want shit to do with you. And it's like, dude, if they go that route, like everything hinges on what happens at Elimination Chamber. And like the people that like got totally pissed off at this angle immediately was like they weren't looking at what else can happen.
Yeah.
So now it's like I like, and I'm not like somebody's probably saying, "Oh, you guys are such a fanboy for WWE," and it's like the thing is the way it was left in this fucking weird ass promo that it was left up for interpretation for us, and nobody really knows what's going on until Elimination Chamber. This, like, I've seen so many people after this go, I fucking hate this. I can't stand this. Myself was like that. I saw like 90 YouTubers make videos going, this is so stupid. This makes no sense. It's the fucking worst shit in the world.
Yep. I've seen multiple of those.
But like I said, once you like get ideas floated to you, your mind starts to open up and go, there's a possibility. And then after The Rock said something on the press conference later, it really makes everybody go, huh. Because on the press conference, he goes, yeah, like me and Cody Rhodes, this thing we have, it doesn't have to accumulate into a match. And somebody was like, that's the whole beef of wrestling. You have to end it in a match. And it's like, no, no, no. You didn't understand what he said. It doesn't have to accumulate. This storyline doesn't have to end with him and Cody in a match. He's right.
Hmm.
Because if he picks somebody to go against Cody, then it's not accumulating with him and Cody in a match. He's not physically in a match with Cody. So that's what I'm like. I don't understand what your like point was with that. Cause like they were so adamant, was like, Rock, you're so stupid. Like it does culminate in the match. It's like, yeah, it does. But if he's not wrestling,
Then it
then
doesn't.
it's someone else. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, no, 100%.
It's so easy. It's like, and like, I literally was like so ready to just like fucking lose it at this match because it's like, I hate this. This is so bad. This is the worst thing ever. Like WWE dropped the ball. I literally said that after it happened. I was like, I was literally sitting here in a like a sad state. It's like we're going to WrestleMania and nothing good has happened. Like nothing good has happened. I literally was that way until I literally opened my phone and thousands of people were theory crafting with all of these actually good theories. And it's like, I have a bad feeling that one of these theories are going to be correct and everybody's going to fucking change their tune.
The Punk one is beautiful though, because he's supposed to be all anti-establishment and all that. And for him to go against all that and actually join a corporation per se, yeah, that's gonna piss people off 100%,
Yeah,
like
and
you said.
like I said, you can't be like he can't no matter what he does, he can't be a heel to these people. So to do everything that he said he would never do to those people, and they would just fucking lose it. They'd be like, I hate you. And then what would top it off and make it way more funner is if they go to WrestleMania and like he screws Cody out of the title and he wins it because of Rock. Dude,
Yeah.
like that's like it's like I literally like people in the building, people everywhere was just like baffled, like at this Rock thing. But like I said, if this goes in one of those directions where it's like I pick this person as my consigliere, this person is my person. He's gonna be my person to go against Cody, and they just fuck Cody for like 3 weeks until WrestleMania. It's like fuck yeah, this shit is awesome. Like I'm serious. Like nobody like this is one of the times where I'm like, I'm actively in let it play out because I'm like, because all these theories are like making it so easily to be like, ooh, this can play out this way or this way or this way. Ooh, this is great.
Yeah, I'm actually in for all of those. The only thing about the Punk one, and like,
Hmm.
tell me what you think, right? The whole Heyman thing, that where he owes him a favor and all that. Would that come into play, or is that just a later thing that we have to worry about? Like, did everything change on that front?
Like I said, it depends on who the person is to win the chamber because there's been a little birdie that has floated this thing to me about Cena not winning the Elimination Chamber and him getting pinned by Logan Paul. Like the setup,
Yeah,
Cena versus Logan Paul at WrestleMania. So I've been hearing that for like months now, and I'm just like, I don't want to see it.
me neither.
Like so that's how I've been feeling because like the person has been floating that for a while. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see that. That's why I haven't talked about it, but we're getting closer to the chamber, so I have to bring it up. But like, if John Cena isn't winning and it's Drew or Punk, then that's fine. As far as the fucking thing from Paul Heyman, it like it won't be dropped. Like it won't be dropped because like here's the thing: you can go two ways with this. You can have Punk be the bad guy and go to WrestleMania, and he goes for the title, but then he doesn't win, and he's like, "Yo, I had the Rock behind me. I had everything behind me. I didn't win. Paul, you're the only person that can help." And then like that's where he calls in the favor from Paul.
Okay.
Like the only like, or you could just like leave the favor from Paul out of it. Like you could just leave it out and just have it in your back pocket for another storyline later on. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
No, I totally got you. Like, I see that scenario too. It just like, because you're the writer of this thing, so whether or not you see, what do you see with it?
Like the only, but here's like something that like a lot of people have forgotten
Hmm.
is Drew has a shitty story so far. And
Yes,
if they pick Drew for the proxy for The Rock, that means Drew will be in a story. Like Drew will be in a main story and he will go for the title.
a big
And that
story.
would be good for Drew.
Yep.
So that would also leave Punk open for Punk to do the hey, Paul Heyman, I want to get in a world title thing, and he gets into the Roman Seth Rollins triple threat match.
So many good things can happen out of this now.
Yeah, and like that's why like I'm kind of okay with it now because it's like all of this stuff can happen. But after Elimination Chamber, if none of it happens, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, yeah. That's why
So
I felt like I wasn't sure because like that's my philosophy. Like, just let it play out. I'll be mad at it in the minute, but let it play out. If shit don't happen correctly when we're there, it's like, what the fuck?
yeah, because like I honestly believe if it plays out any of the ways that it should play out, there's gonna be people. There's gonna be so many people that's gonna look at this moment that made no fucking sense and be like, this makes no sense. They're gonna look at this moment and be like, holy shit, this worked. This fucking worked.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what's gonna happen. People are gonna be like, holy shit, it worked. Like it fucking worked.
And those are the
And
best stories when you could go back and look at shit, be like, this actually was good.
yeah, like that's gonna change this promo from being like, what the fuck was this to being like, okay, this was the start of something good. Like
Yes.
this made sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until next week after Elimination Chamber. Once that happens, we're gonna see how this all takes place and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that works.
We'll see.
We'll see. So then we had DIY versus Pretty Deadly for the tag titles, and The match is going. And it's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All of a sudden, DIY just came out of nowhere. I mean, not DIY. Street
Three
Profits came out of
profits.
nowhere, attacked Pretty Deadly and DIY. So they beat the shit out of them. Then they beat the shit out of the fucking Motor City Machine Guns, who also came out. Everybody got murdered by the Street Profits.
Like, side note with this match, I don't know what the
Mm-hmm.
hell happened to me, and this was just a me thing.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot this match happened. Like, I saw a clip, I'm like, oh shit, the match actually happened? I totally was off on this match.
Wow. So I don't know if this was like an actual like tell or a fuck up on WWE's part. And a lot of people totally missed this. They like blew by this.
Mhm.
So they were they were talking about John Cena being in an elimination chamber. He goes, yeah, John Cena was in an elimination chamber, blah blah blah. And after elimination chamber, Batista came out and beat him for the title, even though he won. I was like, that was very weird of you to say. Like, like that felt like a tell because it's like they brought that up out of nowhere, and like that had nothing to do because like they're just talking about how John Cena had like an elimination chamber history, and they just brought that up. It was like, yeah, the Batista cashed in on him after the match, and it's like that had nothing to do with nothing. That was like a weird tell. Like that's what also gives me more credence that something's happening in an elimination chamber with The Rock, and the elimination chamber is going to change WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like it was so random because like Cody even said that about WrestleMania was like there's gonna be so many twists and turns to WrestleMania that it's gonna fuck you up.
And I'm here for it. I'm down.
Yes. So then we had Kevin Owens threatening Sammy, but also going to his house and looking in the window from the outside. And this was so random. Like he's looking at him from the outside, was like, yeah, Sammy, I know where you're from. I know your family. You want to come back home to them, right? You don't want to get injured in front of them, right? So, Sammy, don't show up in Toronto. And I'm like, Kevin, like you're right there. You could just go in the house. Just go in the house. It's cold. It's cold in Toronto right now. Go in the house, Kevin. Just go in their damn house. Warm up.
He did it right after camera was off.
Cause like this shit was like it was really tough. It's like one, we know you guys are best friends, but two is like dude, like you're not just gonna stand outside of like that guy's house like nothing's happening.
Basically.
And it was funny because like I saw somebody actually say, "Why doesn't Sammy have on any shoes in his house?" I'm like, one, I don't think Sammy has pets in his house, so like that's why he's walking around with no shoes on. But like, why don't you walk around with no shoes on in the house? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
People do that anyway. Like, no big deal.
Yeah, it's like the fuck. Like, it was so weird. Like it was weird to me. People was like, yeah, like that's weird. Like, why does he have no shoes on? I'm like, he's in his own house. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So then we had the main event. Damian Priest and Braun Strowman Bread versus Solo and Jacob Fatu. Jacob accidentally super kicked Solo, which caused the win for Damian Priest though to get the pin on Solo Sikoa.
Are we sure it
Yeah,
was an accident?
it wasn't, but god damn it, we're going to Solo versus Jacob at WrestleMania. We're getting to it. We're getting to it.
I'm actually okay with that.
Me too. And that's about all the time we have for the podcast. Do you have any last words for the podcast?
Get ready for a hell of a ride to WrestleMania.